Hey, what's going on, guys? Nick Foy here from AskNickFoy.com and the Nick Foy TV YouTube channel. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. I upload educational video lessons related to making money on the internet through blogging, affiliate marketing, selling courses, advertising, lots of different ways to make a living online. So go ahead and do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so that you never miss an update when I upload a new video every day. All right, in this video, we're going to begin talking about how to promote your Pinterest pins on your own website to try to drive more traffic back to your website in the future, because the more people sharing your pins on your website will help engagement go up, it'll help social shares go up, and your pins will get seen more on Pinterest, which will send new traffic back to your website. So if you don't have a website yet in your online business, we've got some tutorial videos you could check out on our YouTube channel that I will link to. And those tutorial videos will walk you step by step how to set up a website. It's an instrumental tool that you must have if you want to run a successful online business. You can do lots of different things with a website to help promote your business, your products, affiliate products. However you're making money online, a website is huge and it's a must-have. So check out some of those tutorials and it'll get you all set up. Once you've got that website all set up, one of the plugins you must install is a social media share plugin. So I like the social warfare plugin. So if you type in social warfare into the plugin search bar, it's going to pull it up. So right here, it's called social warfare. You'll click install and then you'll click activate and it will activate that plugin for you. So under your WordPress dashboard, if you scroll down here, it says plugins, installed plugins, and add new. So you'd click add new. Then you type in social warfare, you'd find this plugin, install it, activate it. Now when you go to your installed plugins page, you're going to see all the different plugins that you've installed. So social warfare will be there and you can check out all the different plugins I'm using to run my website. I've actually got a separate video over on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out, where I did like a tutorial walking you through all these plugins that I use to run my website. But these are all the different ones that have been installed. Blue means they're active, white means they're inactive, and you can also see it here. It says activate, so it's inactive. Deactivate, so it's obviously active right now. So social warfare, you can click on settings and it'll open it up, or you can find it over here. It'll create its own little menu bar in the WordPress column. All right, so once you click on settings, it'll open up this page here, where it's got all these inactive social icons. So all you got to do is drag them up here to active, the ones that you want to show up on your website. So I'll go ahead and get the page open and we'll go to in a moment. But I went ahead and just activated all the different options because you never know, your traffic might be heavy LinkedIn users, they might be Google Plus users, and then you've got your popular like Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest. For sure you want the Pinterest one then if you're trying to get your articles and your pins shared on Pinterest to get your engagement score up, to get more clicks back to your website, more repins, and then you've got the other options here. So go ahead and activate the ones that you want, and then share counts, you can pretty much make sure these are turned on. You want button counts, individual button counts, and you want the total count. So this is kind of a cool feature. Let me go ahead and let's find that article again. 6 chipping tips, golf practice guide. So this is one of my most shared articles, and I'll show you what the social warfare plugin looks like. So right down here, the social warfare plugin puts this little bar in down at the bottom of the page, so it shows up the whole time as they scroll, and then it also sticks it in at the top of the page and at the very bottom of your blog post. So in the meantime, while they're scrolling, it'll show up here until they get to either the top or the bottom, then it disappears. And then you can see here it's got individual share counts, so 2K, 20, and then the rest of these haven't had a share yet. And then it totals them all up together. So if you had maybe 10, 10, 10, it would show 30 shares right here by adding them all together. So that's what total counts is. And then you can set the positions. So I put both above and below, both above and below for everything, and I turned floating buttons on for everything. So you can go ahead and customize the settings as you want. For pages, I put just below content. But blog posts, I've got both above and below. The home page, I've got just below the content. So that's everything, because what it will do if you put above and below is it'll stick it in here at the top. So on my home page, I didn't want these social share buttons showing up at the top of my home page because of the way I designed my home page. But at the very bottom of my home page, I don't mind this bar showing. So in the meantime, it'll float since I have the float settings turned on up here. So those are the different settings for displaying. Then you've got styles tab we can click on. It'll change decimals or alignment. So you can kind of customize those. We've got floating turned on at the bottom of the page, but you can also put it off to the left side or the top. But I decided that when people scroll down my pages, I want the bar to show down here and float here at the bottom. Okay, and then we've got social identity and advanced settings that you can check out. There's nothing really too much to customize there. So that's the social warfare plugin, and I believe, it's one of the best plugins, the social share plugins out there that you can use. But there's lots of other social share plugins if you want to check others out. But a lot of Pinterest users will tell you that this is the best one for helping you get more shares on Pinterest. And I like how it totals everything up so you can get a total share, so it shows credibility when people come to your blog post and they see, oh, this has been shared lots and lots of times. So that helps, improve the credibility or authority of your blog post, that if lots of people shared it, it must be a good resource worth reading. And that'll help people, stick around. And it'll lead to kind of a momentum effect. If people see that this has been shared a lot, then they're more likely to want to share it too, to kind of contribute to the sharing chain that's going on. So that's the social warfare plugin for adding social buttons to your website to help you share your pins. And then we also discussed the importance of putting the pin itself, embedding the image into your blog post. So down here at the bottom of my blog post, I've embedded the image and I gave a call to action, pin this photo on Pinterest. So that tells people here to click on this image and share it to their Pinterest account. So they can either have the little Pinterest extension installed in their Google Chrome desktop browser. So all they could do is, right click and it'll have the little save button there since it's part of their Chrome install. Or they can come up here and click the little pin button and it'll allow them to easily save the images on that page. But the Pinterest specific plugin that'll actually help you get more repins and shares on Pinterest, in addition to this button down here, is the actual hover image pin it button. So now anytime somebody hovers an image on your blog post, this little button pops up here in the left-hand corner. Or if you use, there's different pin it button plugins. Some might pop it up in the center so that it's hard to miss. But this one that I use, it pops it up here in the left-hand corner so they can just simply click that save button and it'll take them over to, their Pinterest account where they can select a board to pin this pin to. So that's why I give a call to action. Pin this photo on Pinterest. They go to hover the image and they see the little button there, making it easy for them to quickly click it, save it, and now you've just got yourself a repin for this blog post and this image. So let's head in here to the WordPress dashboard again, back here under the plugins tab to the add new button. And like I said, there's going to be lots of different options for pin it buttons. So let's go ahead and type in just a pin it button and see what comes up. All right, and here's the one that I'm using that popped up first. It's got over 30,000 active installs. It had a 4.5-star review. It says Pinterest pin it button on image, hover, and post. So pin your WordPress blog post pages, images with Pinterest plugin. So you can click on more details and read about it, but basically whenever you're looking for the plugins where whenever somebody hovers an image, it creates a little pop-up pin it button. So we can look through here and highlights images on hover and adds a Pinterest pin it button over them. So let's go ahead and click on more details to see if they've got any images that you can look at to see what it would look like. So sometimes they've got over here called screenshots. So here's our test image. And then as it shows that when you hover it, it's got a little white button this time with red pin it text, and it shows up here in the left-hand cover. So it looks like it kind of blurs the photo and makes the button show up so that people can easily tell that something happened when they hovered the image. And now that pin it button pops up, makes it easy for them to click share. So you can check out the different options. There's lots of different plugins that will do that feature where you can hover images and a button pops up. This is the one I happen to be using. All you type in is pin it button into your search bar, and it's called the Pinterest pin it button on image hover. And then you can look at the plugin person that runs this plugin called Webalizer. So that's the person that you would look for if you're trying to find the exact same plugin that I'm using. All right, guys, so that wraps up this video where we talked about the 3 major methods to promote your pins on your own website. Number 1, include lots of images in your blog posts so that when people hover them, they can save those images to Pinterest, and that'll help these blog posts get more shares on Pinterest, driving more traffic back to them, because then there's going to be people on Pinterest that come across these images. They'll click on them, they'll come back to your website, and you'll get new traffic as a result of other traffic who helped refer new traffic to you. Then you've got to have that all-important social share buttons plugin called Social Warfare. And that's going to help add some credibility to your blog posts as well by seeing total shares. That's going to incentivize people to click these buttons to share it to their social media accounts. And that's going to drive new traffic back to your website from the people that followed those people that are sharing your content. And then step number 3 is to add a Pinterest photo and call to action in your blog post somewhere. So I put mine at the bottom here, giving them the call to action. Pin this photo. You could say, hey, check this photo out, pin it, please, add some kind of call to action that you want to customize. But I was direct, just pin this photo on Pinterest, installed my image here by uploading it into WordPress and pasting it in here. So now whenever they hover it, that plugin that I installed allows them to quickly save it. Or some people might have that pin it extension already in their Google Chrome browser, so they'll be able to pin it that way. But at least you're making it easy on them by giving them the hover image plugin feature. So try those tips out and you'll start seeing more social shares on your blog posts, on your images that are in your blog posts, and that'll start driving more and more traffic back to your website, where then you can promote some kind of product in your blog post. So you can see here, I've got some other images, some other links that send people over to my product pages, my store pages. So first I drive them from Pinterest to my blog post where I can give them helpful tips, kind of warm them up, and then eventually they make their way down here to these different product images that takes them to my products. And that's how I get customers on through to my blog, through to my product pages. And I start making money by using a website rather than just using Pinterest. By using Pinterest plus a website plus email marketing, you're going to have the trifecta strategy to blow up your affiliate business and start making lots of money. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video lesson. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We upload videos every single day. And you can also scroll through our video history and look at all the previous videos we've already published. And I'm sure you'll find some helpful tips and lessons that will relate to your online business in some way, whether it's starting a website, starting an email list, developing your social media accounts, driving traffic to products or to your website. We cover it all, so make sure to check out our other videos here. And we've also organized them by playlists if you want to check out our different playlists. And then if you want further information, more advanced stuff, you can go to asknickfoy.teachable.com, and that's going to take you over to my course school that I've got set up where I teach online business to beginners. So you can come here and you can enroll in my school. I've got several different featured courses, a WordPress school, how to use WordPress, how to set up a website. I've got a Pinterest course. I've got some new Pinterest courses coming out related to affiliate marketing. And then I've got other courses you could check out in the View All Courses tab.